Welcome to Rajendra Tandon videos. We continue with Bhramar Geet of Surdas, another verse. Surdas was a 16th century Hindu devotional poet and singer known for his lyrics written in praise of Krishna. Surdas was a part of the Bhakti movement spreading across the Indian subcontinent. Kabir, Tulsidas, and Meera were amongst the three prominent poets of Bhakti movement in the times of Surdas or near about. In Bhramar Geet, Surdas has included verses describing Uddhav visiting Braj to convey Krishna's message to gopis who had been left pining for him when he suddenly left for Mathura. Uddhav was a childhood friend of Krishna. From the latter's school days in the Guru Sandipana ashram, he always talked of Nirguna Brahma and yoga. Krishna disagreed. He believed that this world could not subsist and grow without virha and prem rasa. Uddhav's philosophical denial bored him. Krishna thought of affections showered by parents on their children, relationship between brothers and sisters, between close friends and between men and women. He considered Uddhav's emphasis misleading. How could one ignore the love showered by Nand and Yashoda on Krishna as a child, and later by the gopis, particularly Radha? His Raslila with the gopis under the moonlight on the banks of Yamuna was a source of eternal joy to all involved. Krishna knew his friend's limitations to understand the Viraha and Prema Rasa. Yet he sent him along to ensure the gopis. Krishna believed that the gopis would overcome Uddhav's limitations and teach him an unforgettable lesson of love. Visiting Braj when Uddhav had talked to Nand and Yashoda about the divinity of Krishna, he came out and was surrounded by the gopis who probed him to learn as much as they could about their beloved Krishna. They repeatedly chanted Krishna's name. Meanwhile, a black bee droned into this assembly. The gopis started taunting Uddhav through the medium of the bee. These verses are therefore named Bhramar Geet. Bhramar Geet is a fabulous combination of virha, grief of separation, jnana and bhakti. It is a combination in the face of which jnana takes a back seat. Here the entire logic of yoga accepts defeat. All that remains is absolute devotion, bhakti and bhakti alone. In the verse I am taking up today, the gopis compare themselves to a honey bee whose beehive has been snatched and destroyed. They say they had waited for years for Krishna to grow so that they could suck Amrit from his lips. Now that was not possible because Krishna had gone away to Mathura. Udho ham ati nipat anath. We feel helpless. We feel like orphans who have been deserted. जैसे मधु तोरे की माखी त्यों हम बिनु ब्रजनाथ. We feel like the bee whose hive has been snatched or destroyed. In the absence of Brajanath, that is Krishna, we are left alone to fend for ourselves. अधीर अमृत की पीर मुई हम बाल दशा ते जोरी. Right from his childhood, we had thought that we shall be drinking the nectar of his lips. सो तो बधिक सुफल सुत ले गयो अनायास ही तोरी. But he has been taken away by Akrur ji to Mathura, and our dreams have been shattered. जब लगी पलक पानी मीड़ती रही तब लगी गए हरी दूरी. Even in our sleep we are weeping, but every minute takes Krishna away from us. कय निरोध निवरे तही अवसर दे पग रथ की भूरी. We followed the chariot of Akrur, but everything went away and away and away. सब दिन करी कृपा की संगति कब हूं ना कीनो भोग. It's like a miser who has been amassing whatever little wealth he has, but when time comes for its consumption, for its enjoyments, he is deprived of it. We have been deprived of the presence of Krishna like that. सूर विधाता रचि राख्यो है कुब्जा के मुख जोग. Fate has so ordained that the love of Krishna is now given to Kubja, a maid whom beauty has been bestowed upon by Krishna in Mathura. What should we do? उद्धव, अब हम सब पहले से अनाथ हो गई हैं. हम तो श्री कृष्ण के बिना उस मधुमक्खी की भांति तड़प रही हैं और मारी मारी फिर रही हैं, जिसका मधु छत्ता तोड़ लिया गया है. बहुत समय से हम कृष्ण के अधरामृत का आनंद लेने का संग्रह करती रही विचारों में कि समय आने पर हम उसके ओंठों को पिएंगी, लेकिन यह सुखद संयोग हमें प्राप्त नहीं हुआ. अब हम उसके बिना मरती हैं. हमारे मधु के छत्ते को तो जालिम अक्रूर तोड़कर ले गए हैं. हम तो अपनी आंखें ही मलती रहीं, और जब हमारी नींद खुली तो देखा कृष्ण बहुत दूर जा चुके थे. हमने उसके पीछे दौड़कर रोकने की कोशिश की, परंतु अक्रूर जी के पहियों के मट्टी के उड़ने के सिवा हमें कुछ न मिला, और उस धूल में हम तो कृष्ण को देख भी नहीं सके. हमने अपना सारा जीवन उस कंजूस की तरह बिता दिया है जो धन इकट्ठा करता रहता है परंतु उसका उपभोग नहीं करता, और जब समय आता है तो धन नहीं रहता. और अब तो उनका मधुर अमृत उनके ओंठों से कुब्जा पी रही है. हमारे लिए क्या बचा होगा? This is a lovely verse in which one image of the gopis being like a honeybee has been extended into 7 or 8 lines of great verse. Surdas combined bhakti and shringar to describe union and separation with an intensity seldom achieved elsewhere. He is not only one of the most sublime writers on Vira and Shringar, but Brahmar Geet is also a unique discussion on Sagun and Nirgun Brahma. In the conversation between the gopis and Uddhav, we find a witty repartee and penetrating satire. One lovely image follows another in these poems. Surdas's verses not only reach a pinnacle of emotional content, but are also rated very high for a poet's craft. His language is simple. He does not use high sounding pompous words. These are words used in the day to day speech of people who were living at that time in Vrindavan, Gokul, and Mathura. His words are full of learning. Surdas is rich in imaginative similes and metaphors. हजारी प्रसाद द्विवेदी लिखते हैं, सूरदास जब अपने प्रिय विषय का वर्णन शुरू करते हैं तो मानो अलंकार शास्त्र हाथ जोड़कर उनके पीछे पीछे दौड़ता है। उपमाओं की बाढ़ आ जाती है, रूपकों की वर्षा होने लगती है। Surdas is one of the greatest of Hindi poets. We stop here today. I bring you another verse next time, very soon, maybe tomorrow. I thank you for visiting this site and listening to me.